Hey everybody, hello. Hello, 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 testing, testing. Testing, testing, 823. 823, 823, how are we? Why is this? It doesn't seem as tight today. Anyway, there we go. How are we all? Let's turn this up to full. And drop it down. There we go. How is everybody doing? Hello Zin, hello Purples. Painting Shrike, nice. Currently painting Shrike. There we go, so there's my scratch built little Tigris bolter, which is rather cool. The barrel isn't glued in yet because I just need to clean up that side there and then drill the silencer or the suppressor. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Victory or death for the Emperor. Where do I get my tea? Do I go over the top of the light or do I go underneath the light? To get my cup of tea. Oh dear. Okay, so underneath the light because I've just spilt it all. Oh dear. Be right back, I'm just going to clean this up. Okay, we're back. We're sort of back. The mouse cable's soaking wet, but so I need to go underneath the light for the tea in the future. Well, which is fine. How is everybody doing anyway? Are we all okay? Is everybody well? There we go. We've done all the done all the oil washes on these, and now they're ready to kind of go in and start chipping and things. I do need to give the these a wash of black just to kind of knock some shadows into the purple, and then hopefully they'll end up looking something. That one's already had its, yeah, that one's going, that one always needs a repaint. Be able to get that up anyway. So yeah, it's just all details and everything on those now, which is great. He's looking cool. And then these ones, I've got the transfers have arrived for these, so I can do the shoulder pads on those now, which is great. Right, yes. And I've also primed him as well. So my Legion Praetor is all primed and ready to go. And I'm thinking about giving him a jump pack. Thinking about giving him a jump pack, I don't know. Okay, right. Let's get some painting done today. How is everybody? Is everybody alright? Terps, are you okay? Burbsicles? Zin, how much have you got left of Shrike? Trying to find space for things when you stream is a nightmare. Water for the wet palette. Yep. Wet the palette palletted up. Okay. So now these have had the oil wash, I do kind of want to drill that. I do kind of want to drill that. Maybe I'll do it later. Get some painting done. We haven't been painting for a while. The Volkite looks so cool as well. I was getting some reference pictures of the Volkite. In fact, I need to get that up, don't I? There it is. That's what I want. Okay. So the Volkite is gold, copper and silver. So the Volkite's got loads on it. But we need to pick one. This is the one that we're doing for YouTube. But I need to pick one to paint on here. And I think cool, actually. Let's do that. There we go. Right, let's move all these out of the way. And then we can just sit and paint this one. So yeah, we need to put a black wash over that, and then start popping the that turquoise. Quiet stream today. Should be nice and chilled. Particularly as it's like a rainstorm outside as well, so I've got the lovely rainstorm. Thunderstorm outside, all the rain like which is really nice. Okay. I want to do the eyes as well. We need to get some music on, don't we? Music! Okay. Hey, perps!
You do know that mopeds passing by in your street is not music, right, Christopher? Fuck. Moo. Tongue.
How are you doing, perps? While I was typing it. What, for the music? Everything alright today, perps? It's all fine now. You felt Olivia's insults were coming. She was G'ing them up. How's Olivia today? There we go. Turquoise eyes definitely works, doesn't it? Nice quiet day today, perps. Zoomies time for potatoes. Poe was on my desk getting ready for a nap, and now the potatoes have started potatoing. Zoomies. Are they zoomies? Zooming. Okay, so we need a little bit of Pelgrim Blue in with the Dark Reaper. Probably too much. No worries, perps. I'm just going to sit here and paint, or stand here and paint.
Start wearing purple.
Hey,
wearing
Squeezel.
purple.
You can do exclamation mark cameras in Zin. Gives you all the details on the camera there. How are you doing, Squeezle? If I can spell my own name, you leap. Yeah, that's the general rule. Like, if you can spell your own name, then you are considered leap. It's the easy check. It's the easy check. If you can't spell your own name, then yeah, no. Right, so what I need to do get some of the dark grey mixed up so that I can chip away. Chip away some of this. I don't know whether chipping with a sponge might be quite good on this, but I'm quite liking doing the middle marks. Oceanfoot. Hey, Bozzy, how you doing? Raven Guard today. How are you? What is going on? This is my own. This is my own. Right, put the turquoise back on and starting again. For some reason it got some grey in that highlight. There must have been a bit of grey left on the brush. Okay, let's try that again. We need to put a matte varnish on these as well. Now the oil wash is dried. Matte everything back. I'm really excited to see what that looks like when they're matted back a little bit. Don't know whether to do some oil wash streaks. Might try some oil streaks. I'm really tempted to need to put some. They need to be like at the bottom of some big chips, don't they? Let's try one of the drips off like a big chip. So I can put a big chip there. And then just try putting a drip, a rusty drip, off that. So once that's dry. Just adds another level. Okay. Underneath it. Quite like that. Just don't know where it is. Just by accident. How you doing, Pixel? Thing. That is pretty good. So now we need to...
We're going to the Winchester.
Hey! Whiskey!
Yeah, boy!
How you doing? Whisk. Hard to paint those on stream. Doing well, cheers. Built and primed 2 Raiders and crew, now pondering the colour choice for them. How are we all? Nice. What colours are you thinking, dude? What are the options? This needs a matte varnish as soon as all this oil washes, oil details and stuff is dry. I've been doing some little drips here and there. I don't know whether it needs to be a... Do you think it needs to be a brighter... Do you think it needs to be a burnt sienna rather than a raw umber? Shall we try some burnt sienna? Might be a bit more... Might have a bit more impact, do you think? Do you think? Or maybe just some burnt sienna at the top of the raw umber drips. I don't want to go all blue, I want to do them dark with bright highlights. So like we were talking about yesterday with the contrast. Quite good fun. Getting Cabal of the Poison Tongue to prepare for Malice and Never's arrival. Just not sure on the mix of blacks, blues and greens. Yes. That's really cool. I really like that. Okay, so that needs to dry. can get. Or maybe purples and pinks. I don't know, hence why they're pondering. Purples and pinks. Purples and pinks would look really cool, like really deep purple and then a really rich pink. That would look really good. Somebody said my name. Purples. How you doing, Perps? What do you think, Perps? Done lots of oil chipping and tattering. That now needs a matte varnish. And it's pretty much done, I think, after that. I might just put... I need to put a black... acrylic this time. A black acrylic wash. Over the purple feather. Okay. Yes, I may spray you onto my Drakari Raiders. Now, do I put I think you do, don't you? There you go. Tiny little bit. Just add some warmth to the very, very cold. That's really cool. I like that. They're fab. I like those. I'll do another one. Another call. Hey, Manaringo. How you doing, Manaringo? I just experienced the joys of my first job seekers allowance meeting. Ah. Do you have to go in every week to show that you're having interviews? Oh, measured. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Probability factor of 1 to 1. We have normality. I repeat, we have normality. Anything you still can't cope with is therefore your own problem.
Hey, teeny tiny, how you doing? It's the benefits that get me. How some people can have so much benefits. Some proof online, yeah. How are you, teeny tiny? Does this work as chipping, everybody? Like the way I'm just like chipping with a lighter colour? Busy. Realistically, she didn't check anything I said. That's yeah. They have a power complex in there, don't they? I was on it for 2 weeks once when I left a job to change my specialisation, I suppose you could say. Lurk from the whisk. Oh, Avian!
Yay. May.
Avian, you ledge. Thank you very much, man. That's really appreciated. Thank you. She was nice, but Emily admitted there's not really anything they are set up to do for me. You're too good. Yeah, it's one of those. I've been made redundant from a really well-paid job that's in a really small specialisation. I'm gonna crush it, but can I just have some job seekers allowance while I'm getting a new very, very well-paid job? Because I'm awesome! Captain Mannering is awesome. How you doing, Avian? We've done one. So as soon as this oil is dry, it does look like it's pretty dry actually now. I'm going to varnish it and then see what it looks like, because it's a bit difficult to see at the moment, because it's got a lot of shine going on. Yes, national insurance contributions, yes, of course. said it reads like weathering. Okay. What do you think of my little scratch-built bolter? Did that last night. So this is for the Mordethin squad for starters, and then probably for a reconnaissance squad in the future. I think that's pretty cool. Need to drill the barrel, obviously, and then I also need to drill the suppressor holes in the end of the barrel as well. But I think that's pretty good. So it's a normal Mark 6 bolter. That's a I don't know what they called it. Heavy bolt gun. There we go. Heavy bolt gun sight, which I might cut the end off. I might remove this sight bit, because if you look at the reference photo, it hasn't got the end bit here, so it hasn't got that bit. It's just plugged into the gun for some reason. So I might remove that bit off, which will also kind of front load the weight of the gun as well. This is the heavy bolt gun mag, because as you can see from the reference as well, the mag is square, which is cool. Stalker bolt rifle, that's the one. And then this is just two bits of plastic rod. I've cut the barrel off. I left this little bit on there, cut the barrel off. I haven't glued that in yet because I have to just clean up. I'm going to clean up that face. You can see there's still a little bit left on that face. But that's just two bits of plastic rod drilled in the centre of each. And then I'll drill the barrel and drill a suppressor hole through one side of it. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, Stalker bolt rifle, that's the one. So it's the Tigris Exitus pattern modified bolt gun that reconnaissance squads use, and also the Mordethin. The Mordethin have one that looks a little bit different, but it's basically I'm basically going to use this one because I'm going to convert up because my assault marines arrived today. So I've got 20 assault marines now, 10 of which I'm going to use for Dark Furies, and then put the Dark Fury claws and backpack on. And then I got 10 normal Mark 6 marines as well, which I'm going to convert up and give cloaks to for the Mordethin, which will be really, really cool. And then I'll convert a handful of them, like maybe a couple of them to be kneeling and things like that, which will be quite good. So that's that plan. But I think they look great. I think they look really good. They took a while, but that looks pretty good. Okay. And the thing to remember about drips is not where the orientation is now, it's where the orientation is when he's standing normally. Oh, I haven't chipped that. Let's chip that. I'll give this oil time to dry a fraction as well. just kind of battering up the bottom of the feet a fraction. Okay, so now we need to chip this one away. It took a while because getting the process down, or was it fiddly? No, it's just fiddly as fuck. It's just really fiddly. Like trying to get because like the important thing is getting the drilled holes dead center. I don't want to say I did it first time, but I did it first time. But it's just like you just got to be really aware and careful of getting everything right. Otherwise, because it's on such a small scale, and the human eye is really good at spotting errors and mistakes. There we go, that's chipped. I think that's suitably chipped. So yeah, I'm going to do. I'm obviously going to record one of these as well. So I'll record one video. I'll record a video making one. I think I will cut that. Does everybody agree that I cut that back bit off? Like that's the right thing to do, right?
Here we are, born to be kings. We are the princes of the universe.
The princes of the universe. Everybody agree that I cut that back bit off? Okay, I'm going to impose a bit, if that is okay. Would it be okay if I drop a pic of what I did yesterday in Stream Pics? No interview. Yeah, of course you can, dude. Thank you very much for the bits. Hey, KT, how you doing? Yeah. I'm really kind of focused on this today. But in like a few minutes maybe, I can go and have a look. If not, I will definitely have a look after stream. Are you happy with it? Oh, after just saying then how you got to be aware of where the gravity is. Yes, with a bit of wire to get it to look like that. But yeah, I don't know whether I'll bother with a bit of wire. I don't know whether I'll bother with a bit of wire. But yes, I think it. See, I can't get them to look like. I think it's just because it's dark on dark. Just use some of the lighter stuff again. Thank you very much for the bits as well, Avian. That's really kind of you. Starting to work on the bits and bobs on the Mini and the Sword, to be honest. Kinda is at the point of am I done? It's a game piece after all. I'm curious now what I'm going to look. Can I see one from the side? That looks really smart though. Can I see that shoulder pad? That looks really cool. I like that, dude. It's so good. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I love that. Right, shall I give this a coat of matte varnish to see how it looks? I think we should. Let's move all this out of the way for a second. Get there. Have to excuse the noise for a second, everybody. Shoulder pads there, fab. I really appreciate the bits when you ask questions, Avian. That's really kind of you, thank you. Shivrato!
What's this? 41 months in a row of sending money to an ultramarine fanatic? I should probably fix this.
How you doing, Shirato?
戦闘を祈る。
人類に栄光あれ。
人類栄光あれ。
Fucking hell, that looks fab. That looks so good. So good. Okay. Making sure all the ducks are in order. Got some sleep, so in an okay place. Did about a decent hour on Claire Obscure. What's Claire Obscure? That looks really cool. Really pleased with that. That looks great. Right, I guess we should do the base. Charlie Victor stuff which had been stuck in customs from others has finally been released. Oh, nice! Oh, wow! Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is a French video game that is a love letter to Final Fantasy. Oh! Hey, Tari!
Yes, I'm a gatekeeper and a hater. I'm also God's favourite princess and the most interesting girl in the world.
Look at this, Tari. Look at this guy, Tari! Okay, so trying to be very careful. I've got to be very careful in this setup because there's not a lot of room because the light is literally just here. Like, the light is so close so that you can all see stuff. Tari 2. Tari 2. So yeah, once I've got this based. Did I just... oh my god. Oh, this is neoprene, so it should just suck up like that.
All fucking hail and fucking huggle Tari II, High Empress of all the tough. ruler of all the castles, painter
High Empress of all the tough.
super duper extra nice person, and artillery Tari for trench crusade. Fuck. Moo.
Has
Tom.
Tari got a promotion? Is she High Empress of Tough now? Olivia, High Empress of Tough, eh? Shadow Heart's voice actress is one of the main characters. Is she? You are High Empress of everywhere? So High Empress of everywhere and Tough?
All the tough, among other things.
All the Tough. High Empress of all the Tough. Do the Tough know this? Seems like a news story which hasn't been made public. I mean, I assumed, but do the Tough know? Olivia, have you just dropped a bombshell that nobody knew about? Tuffington and all of its residents. Again, do they know this?
Who fucking cares if the fucking toughs know? Tari rules, is all.
There we go. There's my newfound concrete addiction. The United States, I don't want that, you can keep it. Tari isn't the Empress of the United States. The United States can stay under whoever. Olivia is in an interesting mood today, is she? Do we have interesting Olivia today? Alright, I think this needs smashing up a little bit more because I need more of that size stuff. So I might need to drop that in the bowl again and just smash it up a fraction more. But that looks pretty good. How's your day going, Tari? Not too bad. Excellent. Excellent. Any good suggestions on how to do sand dunes like from the Sahara? What, like on a massive table? Yeah, you have to get. You have to carve it out of some foam. On a Mini, just put sand on the base. Done. Because it's not going to be a sand dune on a base, is it? It's going to be part of a sand dune. I just put sand on the base. Right, I think that's pretty cool. I think that's looking pretty cool. What's the battle damage and the drips and everything like? Yeah, baking soda is pretty good. Or smash up some concrete because this is really fine. Yeah, I'd just put some really fine sand on the base. I've done with it. I think that's cool as shit. Right, so we need some highlights for the metal, and then that's it. Oh, and highlight on the feathers. No, that's just a standard head. It's a standard Mark 6 head. I have got some of the Raven Guard heads, but they're going on the more elite units like the Assault Marines. So these are the Assault Marines with the jump packs. Which a friend has sent me, so I've got 20 of these now. They've been painted, but they've only been airbrush looks, so they haven't got any paint on them. So that's going to be really cool. And then these en masse are just going to look amazing. They're going to look super good. And then we've just got to figure out the colours for all this. So I got the reference picture up for the Volkite. Here's a reference picture for the Volkite. So it looks like it's gold here and then copper here. So those two bits are copper and then that's gold. So that's interesting. You want your EC? Yeah, I need to send that. It's not. Yeah, so it's single. Yeah, I will send it. I will send them tomorrow. I'll send them tomorrow, perps. But I might not be able to stream. I'll see how long it takes to finish off the packing and everything. Yes, yeah, I will send them tomorrow. So yeah, we need to find a gold there, and that's a pretty desaturated gold, isn't it, that? And then that's a bright copper. So we want copper there, and then gold up at the top. And then there's the plasma. The heavy bolter looks cool. The heavy bolter's got a lot of metal on it. But yeah, that's the Volkite. So we want silver, 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 copper, 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 and then gold. So let's do the copper, because also we've got a bit of copper left on the wet palette from yesterday's Ushabti. So it's copper. Oh, hang on, let's turn that off. There we go. So copper, copper, copper. That's all copper. So all of that there is copper. And then you've got gold, gold ribs. So that's copper there. Using a crappy paintbrush again. And then copper. All of that is copper. There we go. So we've got copper everywhere. Copper in the right places there. It looks like those cables are copper as well. So we've got these cables there, look like they're copper. So we'll do those copper. They are currently silver. Like that. And then that top bit needs to be gold. And I think that's going to be Necro Gold. Because that's a nice desaturated gold. There we go. So Necro Gold for those bits and across the top. Is this the right gold? You'll have to let me know if this is the right gold, guys. What do we think? Right gold? Is that the right colour gold? I think it is. And you got copper everywhere else. Gold here, black on the body of the gun. Okay. I think that's right. Interesting how it's gold. I thought it might be like a plasma coil or something. But then to be fair, even the plasma pistol has got like gold on the coil bit, which everybody else paints glowy blue. I think that looks pretty good actually. Hey Xanth, how you doing? Are you in DC with Kilks? How you doing, Xanth? Oh, was that a week ago? Oh, I must have got an old. Must have seen an old post today. Then that was weird. Doing Raven Guard for Horus Heresy at the moment. Oh, that was the full non-metallic? Yes. Just send you photos of the most badass Lord of the Rings narrative table. Oh, wow. Helm's Deep. Helm's Deep. It's a shame they don't fit together, the tiles. That's cool. That's really cool. Love Helm's Deep. Love Helm's Deep. It was more inside the mine too. It was like 3 foot tall. Lord of the Rings narrative tables go so hard. God, this looks good. Okay, so we need to. That's a hazard stripe. That little cable is a hazard stripe. Everything else is just like that. So that needs some Gorgrunta fur on it. That probably needs some Gorgrunta fur. So all the copper and the gold needs Gorgrunta fur, and then we just need to paint that yellow. Okay. Okay. Yellow and black cable for that. That's pretty much everything, isn't it? That looks really cool. There we go. Let's go on to her. I'm not doing the yellow cable on that side. It's not that. think we can do Gorgon on the gold. Just needs to be much thinner. There we go. And just do a highlight gold over the top. I'd love to have you paint the new Archon for you. The new Archon's lovely, isn't he? New Archon's really cool. Look how cool this looks. Yay!
Yay. Happy birthday, Sophie Soph.
Happy birthday, Sophie Soph! Happy birthday, Sophie Soph! Happy birthday, Sophie Soph! Happy birthday, Sophie Soph! Now, question. Well, firstly, happy birthday, Sophie Soph. How's your day going? Are you having fun? But then, secondly, I can't remember what the question was, so it doesn't matter. And because this is smashed up concrete, it should set like concrete. Huh? Normal Thursday workday, but it's your birthday. So it's not a normal Thursday workday, it's your birthday Thursday workday. Happy birthday, Sophie Soph. Happy birthday, Sophie Soph. I think that makes Sophie 14 today. How are you, Sophie? Is everything okay? Which makes me even older. It does. It makes me very old, Sophie Soph. I'm very old. I'm very old, Sophie Soph. Yeah, that was cool. Look, happy birthday, Sophie! I'm going to go make a cup of tea, I think, because I'm out of tea. Hope you have a fantastic day, Sophie Sophie. I do as well. I hope she has an awesome day. Hope she has an awesome day. It's her birthday. Yeah, this needs completely working over, doesn't it? It's a totally different tone, look. Put much cake in your face hole? Yes! Wishing you a chilled evening and some yummy cake? Yes. Pretty much a normal day so far. Having my dinner with my parents after work? Nice! And then you got carvery tomorrow, right? Carvery! Sophie Soph having a carvery. Do they live far away, Soph? Sophie Soph. Yeah, he looks totally different, doesn't he? Yeah. About 10 minutes. Nice! Brought us chocolate eclairs for our post-JSA meeting treat. Chocolate eclairs! I had, for lunch, I had half the pizza that I left yesterday. Because I only ate, well, I probably ate 2/3 of the pizza yesterday. So I had a third of the pizza today for lunch, which was really nice. So I warmed it up. I kind of removed all the toppings and everything, rather than just warming up a pizza again. So I removed all the toppings and then put it in a bowl with some rocket and lettuce and some pastrami and some olive oil and everything. So that was rather nice. Plenty of cake over the weekend for me. Nice! What's your favourite cake, Sophie Soph? What's your favourite cake? What's your favourite cake? Ah. I can't stop looking at him. I think he looks cool as shit. I think he looks really cool. Black currant cheesecake, chocolate cake, and golden syrup cake. So you're going to have all three of those, because you can have a black currant, you can have a chocolate cake like throughout the day. You can have a black currant cheesecake for lunchtime dessert, and then you can have a golden syrup cake. Do you have custard with the golden syrup cake? And then you can have a golden syrup cake for like tea dessert. Just have all the cake, and then you can have chocolate cake throughout the day. Black currant cheesecake. See, I like strawberry cheesecake, but black currant cheesecake is pretty damn good. In fact, I've got a new kind of favourite cheesecake, which is just basic New York vanilla cheesecake, and then you just put loads of strawberry jam on top. It's so good. It's so good. Actually, doing it that way, doing it like New York cheesecake and then put strawberry jam on top, is actually nicer than like 90% of strawberry cheesecakes. Chris is so excited about cake he gets hiccups. Did I get hiccups? I can't hear my hiccups. Somebody said, because when I play Pantheon in the evening with some friends over in America, somebody says I get hiccups, and I don't notice at all. I'm just sat there hiccuping away. Like, hiccups are my like hidden, not noticed thing, or whatever. Yeah, that looks really cool. And I scratch built a Raven Guard bolter, an elite Raven Guard bolter. So that's ready for an elite unit, which I'm going to start converting tonight. Right, do you mind if I go and make a cup of tea? I'm going to go and make a cup of tea. I don't know if anybody missed, but all my assault marines have arrived today. So I've got 10 assault marines built, which are Emperor's Children ones from a friend, but they've only been airbrushed, so they've barely got any paint on them. And then I've got 10 assault marines on sprue, which is so good. So that's perfect, absolutely perfect. I also primed. Where's the Praetor? I primed the Praetor last night after we finished building him yesterday. So he's all built and primed. This is still sub-assembled, so I can airbrush the cloak, because I don't know what colour cloak should a Raven Guard have. I don't know. Silencer, yeah. So it's a suppressor / silencer. I mean, I guess it's a suppressor / silencer. It's based on a piece of artwork from the Black Books. That one there. So it's based on that, which is a Tigris Exitus pattern modified bolt gun. So it's that bolt gun basically. So I think I did it pretty well. But I am going to cut off. I'm going to do that now. Actually, I'm going to cut off the back of that sight. And that's another thing I can do before I build it, because that's really easy to do. Oh yes, that looks great. Yes, I'm glad I did that. That looks fantastic. That looks fantastic. And I might keep that as well, because that's quite a cool bit. Yeah, that looks really cool. That looks really cool. The tickler. There we go. So the plan is to. So here's the other ones on sprue. So that's the assault marines on sprue, and then this is a Mark 6 on sprue. So the plan is to make one of these kneeling down, or at least a number of these kneeling down. But you've got to cut around this armor plate, so that you can then manipulate it a little bit. That one might be quite good to kneel down, because you could cut that. Yeah, anyway, so these are all going to be quite fun. That one could be quite good to kneel, because you could cut that across there and have that kneeling down. Anyway, yeah. And then the only tricky thing then is I'm going to have to sculpt in all the missing ribs. The ones on the back shouldn't be too much of a problem, because they're going to have cloaks, aren't they? I'm going to sculpt cloaks on them. So that's 10 of them for the Mordethin, which will carry these, which should look great. Local carver is good, and they're not shy about dishing out the slices of whichever meat you choose, and of course plenty of veggies and gallons of gravy. Nice. What meat are you going to choose, Sophie Soph? What meat are you going to choose?
job. That's
just have to have my chippy tea on Saturday. Yes, chicken properly. Yes, do it. Do it. Right, I'm going to go make a cup of tea because I am out of tea and I'm getting thirsty with all this talking. So I will be right back, everybody. It's time for everybody to get up, have a stretch, go have a walk, go make yourself a drink, and we'll be back in 5. Welcome back, everybody. I got my cup of tea. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Wonder if Sophie's dinner is just going to be cheesecake. Did I see Ray picking furry pussycats? I haven't, no. Oh, where's Ray? Have I missed it? Oh, there. Oh, why didn't that scroll down? So sleepy. It's like saying hi, hi. That's so cool. Why are you waking me up, Posen? I don't care. Hi. He's been hanging out all day. Look how big her eyes are. How big her eyes are. She's looking like a kitten in that one again. Can you see his eyes? Is that his eyes? It's so comfy. He's been hanging out all day. She's so pretty. She really is, isn't she? Hi. Playing with a fidgety spinner. Yeah, her eyes are massive, aren't they? That's a really cool pic. Claimed an empty box in the living room too, so sometimes he'll hang out in the evening. Claiming an empty box in the living room too, so sometimes he'll hang out there in the evening. Oh, amazing! Good old Ray. If you build it, he will come. If you build a box in the living room, he will come. I think that looks pretty good. Shall we give this a coat of matte varnish and see how this ends up looking? Hey, Sophie's back. Welcome back, Sophie Soph. I should have saved this highlight for after I matte varnish it. So I might have to redo that highlight. How does that look? Yeah, I really like this. I think that looks great. So once it's had the matte varnish, I can put the bases on. I think they'll look great. Still a little bit shiny in some places. You can't see the transfer paper. I do have to
Well, we can always build more
Yay! How you doing, Mr. Killbots? Target, how are you? Still below your preset kill limit. Goblin green with a yellow highlight. No! No, 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 no. No, we're going cement. I need to get a colour called brown grey to give it a wash. And then that's it done. Oh, and then some pigment powders. But that's it after that. So those are two which are pretty close to being like sorted out. I do need to do some highlights on the What do you think, Target? Think it looks good? And then I've got the little Exeter's pattern bolt gun as well, ready for the more Death in Squad. I'm going to build one. I'm going to build one of these just standing up and walking. So one of them is going to be like that one, and we'll angle the gun down, and then I'll give him the cloak, put the cloak on. So that should be quite cool. It's okay, I guess. So, where's the reference pic? There's the reference pic. So that's what it's meant to be. And that's what it is. I don't think it's bad. Put a chain bayonet on a silenced rifle. Chain bayonet. They've all got all my Raven Guard have just got normal bayonets. I've no idea. I don't even know what the normal bayonet does. Does it give them an extra attack in combat? I don't know. But yeah, they've all got normal bayonets. Even the heavy bolter guy that I did, I've given him a normal bayonet, which is quite funny. So he can stab. He can efficiently stab people. Probably just counts as standard CCW. What's a CCW? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't got the new rules, so I don't know. Oh, close combat weapon. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Right, shall we give this one a matte varnish? It's so cool! Looks so good. They look so good. I'm just going to hit this shoulder pad because it's still a little bit shiny for some reason. Same with that one. Perfect. God, they look good. They look really good, guys. Oh, nice! Let's go have a look. 1 second. Just cleaning out the airbrush quickly. Oh wow! Oh, I like that, mate. That's a great idea. I like that idea. Yeah, that should be cool. I like that. You can do that with the airbrush as well if you really want to. Just do turquoise one side, purple the other side. Fantastic, mate. Yeah, that's going to look great. An avian, this looks much better. That shoulder pad there. Got a bit more on it. Could probably still go a little bit higher in value. Test it before spraying the. No, that's really good. I think you've got it all spot on. I think that looks great. Right, I want to put that highlight back on the gold. So it still looks shiny. And then we also need to put some new copper, pure copper. Okay, we'll go with white and a small or good tip brush and stipple. I just use some like ice yellow. Because if you use white, you're going to desaturate it. I need to get used to streaming on this, like with the desk, like this, because I can't find things that I need. Green is the highlight, nice. This Yep. See you, Soph. Have a good one. I got the bright pale yellow next to the model for afterward. Nice. Yeah, you just need that value to be pushed up a bit further. That looks awesome. Right, should we do this guy's base? It's interesting how his eyes vanish, look. Enjoy your birthday and enjoy your cheesecake. Okay. Let's try and do another base. Yeah, I definitely need to clear this. I need to get a better working environment for streaming. Because there's so much going on in such a small little space. This is absolutely brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Look how cool this looks. Okay, that's 2. Fantastic. I'm buzzing. I think they look amazing. I think they look awesome. And then once it's dry, it starts looking like this. It's still, this one's still a little bit wet in the middle, look, so you can see the different colour. But once it's dry, it goes that kind of dusty kind of pale, warm brown. And then we can add some pigment powders to them as well. Brilliant, brilliant! Oh, I'm buzzing. Right. Okay, I am going to go and make some dinner. So let's find somebody to pass you over to. Or shall I carry on for a little bit? Let's carry on for a little bit. Let's do another one. Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I can pull this one down a bit further. Pull that highlight down, can't I? 24-hour stream, no stopping. I'm not sure I can cope with a 24-hour stream right now. September subathon. September. It is September, isn't it? We could do a September subathon. I wonder when we should do one. When should we do a subathon? They're looking suitably emo. There we go. We've done another base as well. I like how that eye disappears as well, look. Drops into the shadow. Tink. They're looking really good in real life. They look a little bit shiny on stream. It's a bit tricky to. I mean, I love the chipping and everything that I've managed to do. I think there we go. They're looking pretty good actually. I'm really excited. Really excited. So tonight will be. Oh, the more death in. I'm going to cut up some of these. Although this one I want to try and get the arms so that this one can be carrying a bolter, and then I'll give him a flowing cloak So that one should be quite cool, quite easy, that one. That looks really good now with the white. Pulled that, pulled this bit down. So now he's got a white shoulder pad. Bro. They are emo goths, not emo punks. No mohawks. No mohawks. That guy's got a kind of a sideways mohawk. Yeah, the where's the one with the hair? I have done one with hair. Oh no, I haven't. Oh, I haven't. He's got a bare head. This guy, the sergeant on the one that my friend sent me, he's got some hair, so it'll be like that kind of like windswept long hair. And I don't know whether to give. I kind of want to give this guy a helmet. Rather than a bare head, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, that looks really good now. So this one, we also need to do this one with the copper, don't we? So I'm guessing that has to be gold, and then the edge needs to be copper. So this edge bit. This one hasn't got any cables. So it's copper there. and then it will be gold on the inside of there. Because they are coppers. I just realised why the Minotaurs have a copper armour, because they're coppers. The Minotaurs are police? Is that the idea? Purples, have we done the Thunderbolts for movie night? They are the chapter only responding to the High Lords of Terror, and their main mission is to hunt other Marines suspected of wrongdoing. Or is it okay? That looks fantastic. That looks fantastic. Yep, that looks good. Oh, I also put some smaller ones on. So I'm going to have one squad. This guy's squad are going to have the smaller sights on their bolters. Because that's the larger sight. That's the sight from the Stalker bolt rifle. That's the sight from just like the normal bolt rifle. Makes sense. Makes sense that Raven Guard want to be accurate. Looks so natural and imposing. That is one of the best posed Marines ever made. Which Marine? Wait, this one? I do like this walking pose, yeah. There's that one and there's that pose as well. There's those two walking poses which I think are great. This one's probably even better. Oh, with the rifle. With the rifle. Oh, that one. I like that. Oh, wait. The one with... there we go, that one. That one. That one. The one with the one that I've put the sight on. It's a shame there's no skulking poses for Raven Guard needs them. What, as in like bent over a little bit, like knees bent. I really like that pose. I think that pose is fantastic. Yeah, I agree. 100% agree. In fact, this one might be the next one I paint, especially with the sight. Let's prime the sight. The Predator pose of them on walls or hunched with an upraised claw, your standard out of the shadows. The Predator pose of them on walls or hunched with an upraised claw.
Another one, you moron.
I think I have one. Inventory.
Yeah, so I'm going to convert some of the Mark 6s for the more Deathing Squad. So I'm going to try and do some kneeling anyway. We'll see how that works. But yeah, definitely painting this one next. I think that looks great. And I'll convert some more with the sights. I'll do that later. So that actually, so you have to take off the little sight on the end and then glue that one on. But yeah, fantastic. Oh, I'm loving it. Right, I am going to finish now. I'm going to go make some dinner. There we go. And we'll do this one next. Where's the other pose? That's the same pose. So that one's walking. That's close to the to that classic one that they redid, isn't it? I need to get one of those. I need to get a hold of one of those, and then I can add it to the Force. You know what would be cool diorama? Corswain. Who's Corswain on Curz's back, stabbing him repeatedly with his sword. Right, it's gonna be fun trying to cut up the Mark 6s. I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one on this one. In fact, I should repose. I should do one in that exact same pose, shouldn't I? Should do one in this pose exactly, with the thing and then the cloak coming out behind him. There's a more death in. Corswain is the first captain. The Dark Angels. I do have some Dark Angels. I've got some of the Dark Angel knights for Horus Heresy. So at some point I'll probably do a few Dark Angel bits and bobs. I believe that is a death guard that are poopy. They smell generally. Different kind of poopy. Different kind of poopy. What? Okay. So yeah, I'm going to record making one of these, and record putting it on and making that. So I need to find those arms. It's the one with the finger over the gun. Find those arms, stick it on that one and make a gun for that. That's perfect, actually. Right. Okay. Right. Let's raid somebody. Who shall we raid? Avelia's on. Zambies is on. Matt Yee is on. Ren is on. Painting Dad is on. Luna Bacon. Luna Bacon's on. Yeah, I know Luna. fine. Everybody's saying Luna, then let's go to Luna. Right, see you later, everybody. I'll try and see you tomorrow. We'll see. I've got to send Purple's Emperor's Children tomorrow, so that's going to take up quite a lot of the day. So we'll see how we do. Have a good one, everybody, and see you for movie night later as well. Movie night tonight is Silent Hill Revelations. So see you then.